Welcome back to the Southern Pickleball Podcast. As always, I'm everyone's favorite 4.4 duper Corin. And yes, even after going 5-1 in a tournament this past weekend, I am still everyone's favorite 4.4 duper. Did I do it on purpose? I don't know. And I'm joined here by my co-host and co-founder of Southern Pickleball, Mark Spackman. On today's episode, we are talking all things team pickleball from Major League Pickleball all the way down to Minor League Pickleball. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you to our sponsors, Head, a favorite of Southern Pickleball and its players all across the country, Diadem Sports, the official pickleball of Southern Pickleball and of the world, and the only pickleball you want to play with, and Mizuno Pickleball, the shoe that is helping us grow the game on and off the courts. Now, before we get into all the team stuff, I just want to address something. We've gotten a lot of feedback, both good and bad, on us breaking the news of Jesse Irvine and Gabe Tardio, and I would just like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The Southern Pickleball Podcast says what it wants. No, I'm just kidding. But with that being said, I will not apologize. I think Mark, he may have other views on that, but I will not be apologizing for bringing you the most interesting and groundbreaking news in pickleball every single week. Now, on to the important stuff.
Hey, Corin, I'm with you. I don't think we have to apologize. I may not feel quite as strongly about it as you do. But, you know, it's they can't really have it both ways, I don't think. You know, you can't be pro athletes and all the big money and stuff. But at the same time, this is not going to be something that's going to come up every week. This is, you know, we're about amateur pickleball,
That's
growing
right.
the game with Southern, great tournaments. And, you know, hopefully we're not going to see a 36-year-old
Right.
woman and an 18-year-old guy in the hotel lobby rubbing on each other every week. So, you know.
It's not every day it's fed to you on a silver platter like that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's been rumors about Anna Lee and, you know, the other guy, Christian, for forever, but we never saw it, so we've never said it, and it probably hadn't even happened. You know, I think things, if you do AI, you'll see that Ben Johns and Anna Lee are dating. But this was verified.
yeah.
This was verified. But enough. We're here to talk team pickleball. Major League Pickleball was super exciting this
Yeah.
weekend.
Super exciting. So we are fresh off the finals of the Major League Pickleball that happened there in Central Park. And I just want to say, listen, I got to be honest. In my opinion, Major League Pickleball freaking sucks. It sucks.
You just didn't enjoy watching this
No,
weekend?
okay. So let me take it. It did. I actually never liked it before. But then I played in some minor league pickleball events, and then so that's modeled after Major League Pickleball, but for us amateurs, it's not like for people going pro or anything. It's just for anybody. And after that, I started to then watch a little bit more of the Major League Pickleball, and so then I tuned into these finals, and man, let me tell you, it was electric. It was really good. But it all comes back to that team atmosphere. And you get that in the minor league pickleball. So have you actually played any of the minor league pickleball? I'm sure you have.
I have, and I think one of the things that's confusing about it, though, to people is like when we're sitting here talking Major League Pickleball and minor league pickleball, everybody thinks like, you know, minor league pickleball is like AAA baseball or G League the basketball.
Right.
And, you know, I'm a 4-0 player. So I'm still, you know, after playing with you this weekend, you know, I went down. I went 5-1 with you, and my duper went down. So, I mean, that's another podcast with the whole duper thing. But minor league pickleball is for all levels of players. You know, you get your 4 players, 2 men, 2 ladies, just like the Major League Pickleball does. Add your dupers together, and then you're going to figure out where you play, whether you're going to play duper 12, duper 14, duper 16, duper 18, or duper 20. So you just add them together, figure out where you're going to play, and you go have fun, and you play just like those guys do out there on TV. I mean, there are all sorts of issues right now, Corin, with Major League Pickleball about, I mean, how do you even know where to watch it, the formats, all different things. But at the end of the day, if you can ever find it on the station and you actually get to watch it, it's a lot of fun.
It's a good time. It's electric.
And it was making me, I mean, as I was watching it, I was starting to go, well, hey, who am I going to get my 4 to come to the state championships with? And I was like, oh, well, we're probably going to have to broadcast it, so I guess I won't get to play. But I was like, I wanted to play. I know I think you have a birthday party.
Yeah, my son's first birthday, because I was looking at the Georgia State Championships And, man, it's already – the brackets are filling out really nice, really good teams. I just want to go back on something real quick.
Yeah.
Because I think where people get confused mostly with minor league pickleball is that those duper ranges, right? So like you said, it's duper 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. And then so that's just your combined dupers of your
all
team.
four
All four players. But I think sometimes an easier way to look at it is, and this is not going to be totally exact, but your duper 12 is usually around your 3-0 level, and there's going to be maybe some higher levels to lower level,
Yeah.
because you can mesh. Your duper 14 is going to be around 3.5, 16 is going to be around 4.0, 18 is going to be around 4.5, and then 20 is going to be your 5.0 plus. Right?
Yeah,
So
you just take that number and divide it by 4 and gives you a rough idea.
Exactly, and then it's formatted exactly like the Major League Pickleball. You have a men's line, a women's line, mix 1, mix 2. You pick your mix lines. If you tie, so if your men and women win, but both your mix lose, you go to a Dream Breaker, which is awesome.
Yeah,
I love
getting
going
to play
to a
some
Dream
singles.
Yeah, play some, and it's only 4 points at a time, so you're not like all gassed and tired and stuff. It's a good time. You played. You have an interesting Dream Breaker experience, don't you?
Yeah, I did have the Dream Breaker. Yep, you get to start out playing a female to start out, all the pressure. Yep. So that's probably the most nervous I've ever been on the pickleball court at North Park. In that, I go out and play Linda Lee, in the first 4 points of a Dream Breaker, and lost the first 2. I think hitting in the net. I mean, I was nervous. Not as nervous as Will Howells was this weekend at the end. When he went in the tank. Oh goodness, he had some nerves.
Man, I have some Will Howell hate mail on the way. Don't you worry.
Yeah, but
don't you worry.
But yeah, it's easy. I think the other thing that's hard about it, just like the other thing that minor league pickleball has in common with Major League Pickleball is where the hell do you go to find out where to watch Major League Pickleball?
Yeah.
And where the heck do you go to sign up for minor league pickleball?
Right.
Because it is so confusing. You go to pickleball brackets, or pickleball tournaments, and you see an ad for it, but you can't sign up there. It takes you to the Dink minor league pickleball page, and then you have to go through 4 or 5 different prompts to actually find the tournament. And you're going to see tournaments all around the world because minor league pickleball is huge. It's all around the world right now.
Yes.
But we want to know about the Georgia and Tennessee state championships, right? That are coming up here pretty close to us.
And
so it's hard.
Ones.
So we've made it easy.
Yes.
Just go to southernpickleball.com and you can go straight to the link and go sign up. The state championships, Georgia State Championships at Dill Dinkers, one of the cool new indoor facilities right here in Atlanta, September 13th.
Yep.
Air conditioned inside, great court, September 13th. And then September 27th, Revolve indoor pickleball facility, Cleveland, Tennessee. And the other thing is you can play in both. I mean, they're open state championships, so you can play in both. And you know how much money, Corin, that the Major League Pickleball players got this weekend if they won?
I've heard a lot of numbers, but why don't you give me the number? Give me the official number.
Well, I heard 100,000. So
yes, that's what I heard.
100,000 split. Well, you know how much if you play minor league pickleball, you're gonna have a chance to win.
If you make it to the national championship.
Yeah. So if you play either the Tennessee State or the Georgia State, the 2 tournaments we're talking about, you get a dream ticket to nationals, and each division is gonna get their share of $100,000 there.
Yes. And that is pretty phenomenal. And so nationals are in December 3rd through 7th. There's a lot of different divisions. They do mention that the exact prize amounts for each division, they'll figure that out, or they'll let it be known closer to time. But like you said, if you want a dream ticket, which actually you have one of those big ones right behind you, and all you got to do is you show up to either the Georgia State Championships or the Tennessee, you win, you get the dream ticket.
Win gold and go.
Yeah, and you're in. And it's a good time. We had some people we know that went last year. They said it was one of the best experiences. They unfortunately didn't win, but that's all right. But yeah, it's great.
The other thing that's cool too is if you're in different divisions and let's say you get combined, we will be giving, whatever the original division you signed up for, you will get a dream ticket to go to nationals. And so then, you're going to get a share of $100,000. Not that much different than Major League Pickleball. I've been wondering, Zane, as a coach, would he have, gotten a full share, or would he have?
I wonder that too. I don't know.
Or is it, what if you played during the regular season? Is it like Major League Baseball playoff money? Everybody votes for a share. Like if I got a big.
Right.
But that might not play for Major League Pickleball because the regular season doesn't really matter, right? Because everybody advances
everybody makes it.
But you would have got a good seat. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. And it's kind of hard also to find how much they get paid online. But Yeah, so again, that's September 13th at Dill, Dinkers in Atlanta. That's the Georgia State Championships. September 27th at Revolve Pickleball. That's in Cleveland, Tennessee for the Tennessee State Championships. You guys make sure you get signed up before spots are out. I know in Georgia, Duper 18, one spot left from what I can see or what I saw last. Maybe not even anymore. So make sure you get your team together.
Yeah, there's some good players playing.
Some good players playing. And only the captain has to sign up. So the captain, well, you have to sign your whole team up, but just one person, get their information, go put it all in, pay, done.
Yep.
Not so bad. Not so bad. But so we spoke a little bit about it with the prize money, and there was a lot of prize money, and it was the 5th seed Columbus Sliders, the underdogs, winning the MLP finals and cashing in on that money. Again, it was played in Central Park, which is very, very cool. I even saw on the side of the court they had the finals, kind of look like the NBA. It's actually like in the NBA font.
Right.
They're really trying. But the big story, ALW goes down. Doesn't win the championship. And, I mean, you could even say Ben Johns also.
Both Ben
He
Johns
wasn't
and
there,
ADL,
but-
which really led to the thing that it is a team sport, you know.
Yes.
And that's what, some of my advice would be to captains trying to put your team together for, our amateur state championships here would be, think about, recruiting the type players that are going to encourage other people,
Yes.
that are going to cheer each other on. I think it truly makes a difference having that team camaraderie. I mean, sulking Ben, even watching him again, I tell you, I'll stick to my thing. He is the worst, best player, for marketing the game, anywhere. But he still looked at times like he's bored. Fabulous player, but just
best player in the world.
Yeah. Anna Lee on the other side, she's a fighter. She can.
She's got some fire in her.
And she, I'd take her on my team anytime. But she just didn't have enough help. And I think that decision, to bench Zane and trade for Noe and have him and Will, I just wonder, big game Zane, if Zane would have been in there, if that would have made a difference.
I know, and I tell you what, I didn't quite get Jim Kloss level, right? Shout out to Jim Kloss. That is the stat guy. He has every stat in the book. But I did go, I wanted to see everyone's record throughout the finals, right? Because they played kind of 3 matches.
Right.
And they did 2 out of 3 on the matches. So Anna Lee Waters, 3-3, which actually is surprising. She actually lost all 3 mixed matches. I'll get back to that in a second. Megan DeZon, 5-1. Obviously won all 3 of her women's matches with Anna Lee, which were the only 3 matches.
They were unstoppable.
Oh, wow. I think they won one game like 11-2, like in the first. I think it was the first match. Noe Cliff, 2-4. Not good. Could have been worse, I guess. His only 2 wins were actually with Megan DeZon in mixed doubles. Will Howells, 0-6, playing 3 games of mixed doubles with Anna Lee Waters. 0-6, didn't win a game. Didn't win a men's game. I don't think anyone expected them to, in fairness. I think C.J. Klinger and Andre Daskew, clearly the better team there. But to play with Anna Lee Waters.
What is Andre, 38?
37, I believe. And C.J. Klinger's like 18,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Jesse and Gabe playing mixed.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Will Howells, 0-6. And on the flip end then, on the other side, Andre Daskew went 6-0. C.J. Klinger, 4-2. Leia Jansen, 1-5. Didn't matter. She did enough, especially in the Dream Breaker in that second one. And then Paris Todd went 3-3. So, but back to Will Howells, like you say, would Zane Navratil have done better? And I know that it's actually Noe Cliff that was brought in to take out Zane, but Will Howells lost. And I hate to, no, I don't. Let me send him some hate mail. He lost that series for them. He did. Didn't win a game.
Well,
the best player in the world on his team.
You brought it up earlier, too. They played the same lineup every time.
Yep.
And so that's one of the cool things that I think I see some teams doing in the minor league pickleball when we're playing that, is that sometimes teams, from match to match might mix it up, get a little bit more creative. When I was watching on the end in that, game 4 when Will and Anna Lee was playing and Will was still stepping over and taking some balls from her on the right side, I was like, let's flip-flop this thing. Let's put Anna Lee on the left.
Right.
So let him stick over there on the right and tell him to stay off the side of the court and just let her play.
Try something, right?
But yeah, minor league you can do. I mean, that's the other thing. If you're thinking about being a captain, that's sort of the fun part of being a captain too. Is that you get to like pick your matchups who you want to play together. You can switch it around. Depending on how the coin flip goes. You're picking if you're the home team or visitor team, and whether or not you want to match up against their dream breaker, which means like. That would be they put their singles line out first, and then I react to it, and I put my team out. Or if I want to react to their mixed doubles, there's just a lot of nuances. There's a lot of rules, but it's easy. I'm probably making it. I'm probably making it sound more complicated than it is. The hardest thing to do is find where to sign up, and that's at southernpickleball.com. Now we've made that easy for you, and but once you get signed up, I mean, it will be the funnest weekend that you have playing pickleball.
Yeah, it's great. The app's really easy, like you say. It sounds difficult, but the app's easy. You're just clicking names. It's so fun. I mean, your teammates are sitting there cheering, especially in that dream breaker. If you get to one, it's like people are jumping up and down on your team. Let's go, let's go. You even look over on the sideline, maybe give them a little.
I even wonder if that was a little bit like the pressure, because these players, I mean, most of them have came up playing tennis and different stuff, and it's just, I don't know, though. I was going to say it's a different because you're individual, but when you're playing college tennis or even high school tennis, you do have some of that team atmosphere where you have your teams, but it's still a very individual type of sport, and you're playing singles a lot of time. Right. But I just sometimes wonder if the pressure of the moment is bigger because you have your teammates, sitting right there, on the side of the court versus the fans. It's more that you don't want to let your teammates down.
Yeah. Oh, and in a weird way, all those other teammates, they're kind of together all the time. They play on the PPA tour, and they're kind of either traveling, not together, but, they're at the same tournaments and stuff.
Seems like they're doing a lot together.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, what did I say the other week? The Wild West.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Are you old enough to remember like Beverly Hills 90210 and Melrose Place?
No.
Yeah. For people my age, very, very much a group thing.
Oh, it's one of those situations.
Well, just from episode to episode, it's just always different relationships,
But back to my point, Will Howell's APP guy. So he's also kind of like, I don't know if he feels this way, but a little bit of an outsider. There's everyone else. They're talking all the time, and maybe he shoots him a text, but he's not in the same tournament.
Maybe I remember. I think we talked about it in a previous podcast, but I remember Leah Jansen, saying when she said when she finally knew that when she was walking the court that she didn't have to prove that she belonged there.
Yeah. That
she knew she was there. Then she started being able to win, and I wonder if Will might still be going through some of that, trying to figure out if he really goes there now. Also, did you see? Leah, I saw something from Jason Aspis, UPA president, was like talking to don't let them ever take away her Twitter feed. But did you see that she came out today after winning the championship and called Zane out, telling she gave Zane a D- for his trash talking on the sideline all weekend, and that was what motivated her team to the win.
Oh, so. Interesting. So. And, Zane Navratil's been like the MLP guy. Now maybe came back to bite him. Did you see, though, speaking of ALW, and I do agree, she got that fire in her, but she's a big old baby. Did you see the hindrance call that she
Oh, I missed that.
So they were playing in the Dream Breaker, and it was her versus Leah Jansen. Leah Jansen having a great point, gets to the net, hits a backhand. No world Annalise getting it back. She got to it, hit it like way, didn't even get back towards the net. But as Leah Jansen hit it, she kind of, I guess she knew she was going to win. She's like, yeah, or let's go. She screamed something. And Annalise didn't get the ball. And in the same sprint that she was going after the ball, she turns up the court and goes right to the referee. And it's like, that's a hindrance. And it's funny because her whole team is sitting there, and then Zane comes up and is trying to explain to the ref why it's a hindrance, and Mega Dazan is just trying not to look because she knows. She's like, there's no way. Or that's my thoughts at least.
So it was Leia's voice was the hindrance after she hit the winner?
As she hit it, she screamed. It was like, yeah, let's go.
I wonder what she does when she plays Kate Fahey is every single ball.
Man.
Goodness, that girl's out of control.
Yeah,
but you're right. I mean, in AL's W's defense, she's just now turned 18.
Yeah, she's young.
So she's young. I mean, she's lost like 5 times in her life, probably. So I mean,
yeah.
But I don't know.
I'd say all 5 times have been memorable. You remember the Tyra Black incident?
Yeah, and I am exaggerating that, but she just hasn't had a lot of practice with the losing, so maybe that's an area for her to work on.
Yeah, perhaps. But again, it was just so electric out there. What do you think? What do you think the future of the MLP is? Because I actually have a bold take. I think that MLP is the future of professional pickleball. I think it's actually the better product right now. PPA is fine. I get that it's easier to understand, but it's like my wife's first time watching American football. She didn't understand, right? It's difficult to understand. But now that she understands it, right, it's great. It's the best thing ever. She loves it. She knows that a field goal is 3 and a touchdown 6 and extra points 1 and da-da-da. But same thing with MLP. To me, it just feels like it's more for the fans. What do you think?
I can see how you fell into the trap of feeling that. I think PPA is definitely the superior product right now. I think MLP has so much potential, but they just keep dropping the ball on so many things. This whole thing, do they want the what's it called, relegation system? Was that the right word?
System, yeah.
With having the Premier and Challenger are all in one league, the thing, just the gimmicks of like if you made it, to the final weekend, the top seeds picked who they wanted to play, which actually turned out to be
backfired.
Yeah, not a great pick, but that all seems gimmicky to me. The fact you're playing a regular season that doesn't matter, that everybody advances.
Yeah.
The fact that you're getting everybody together for the weekend for matches that don't really matter. If they fixed all that and we could get to where we had home matches or weekend tournaments with the teams and they all mattered, I think there's something about that team stuff. I think, I think the thing that's cool about team sports is that, like, I know you're a big New Orleans Saints fan.
Yeah.
And you're going to be a New Orleans Saints fan this year, even if y'all have the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah, so,
yeah,
and I'm a big Falcons fan, and I'm going to be the Falcons fan. So it starts building that thing around a team and a brand as opposed around the players.
Right.
And so I think that's where the potential is, if we can get, this sport built around these brands of these teams. And I found myself, like, I really like the Las Vegas Night Owls. I don't know, something about their logo and the way they were playing. I was like, I could be that. I want to feel that way about the Atlanta Bouncers, but we got to get some players.
Well, I feel like also you maybe have a little love for Las Vegas, the city.
Yeah,
so.
Football starts this week.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech, Friday night.
Couple unders.
Yeah. If anybody's out there, Georgia Tech over 7.5 wins for the year.
A steal of a bet.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech
should be able to still get it at minus 150. Yeah. We do not give entertainment purposes only, but Georgia Tech season win total. But yeah, I just think they have to fix some things. If they fix some things, I would agree with you that maybe that is the future. But right now, I think there's also, it was exciting when I was at PPA Bristol. The same thing when you're watching those matches and seeing, McGuffin against Matt Wright, and that they're getting,
Oh yeah.
There was just equal excitement, and following the team. So that's I like them both. I don't know. What I wonder is, can they both coexist long term?
Yeah, I don't know, because I think especially now with the new PPA structure, I think it's gonna be interesting. But I understand your point. I just think it just feels like if they do get all those things right, or at least some of them right, there's just something electric about it. There's just something. The fans are cheering as the team's cheering. It's like this big eruption. It feels like a professional sport, and I know you get that sometimes at the PPA. Depending on the match and who's playing, but you get that, in that finals, it was like all the time. There's these big eruptions, and other people are winning. It's not the same people every week.
Well, what did you think about that New Jersey Fives cheer after every single point they win?
Hey.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I like it.
You like it?
I'm with it. If I could, I'd tomahawk chop all the time.
Oh, now we're in trouble.
I'm not even. Ooh. I'm not even a big baseball guy, but come on, that's great. But yeah, so just super
How
electric.
did the Braves get to keep their name and the Indians had to change theirs?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. It's a really good point.
I'm glad.
good
As a
point
Braves
for
fan,
another-
I'm glad, but well,
yeah.
so
We'll save that for another one.
yeah.
But yeah, super electric. It's the team atmosphere just makes it that way. And so if you guys want to feel some of that atmosphere yourself, make sure again you go to southernpickleball.com. We have actually both tournaments on our main page right under the About Us section. And as always, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Southern Pickleball Podcast. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you.